Okay, so these literally took me 5 minutes to do, but they reduced my screen time by about 80%. So from 5 hours to about 1 hour, really. So the first one is to delete all the apps. I deleted all the apps from my phone that I didn't need. I deleted Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube, which I used to upload my videos on, of course. But what I do now is that I just re-download YouTube whenever I want to actually go onto the app and upload these videos. And if I occasionally want to watch some sort of podcast or unedited educational content, like a piece of content like this, I'll go down onto my phone and download it again, but I'll delete it afterwards because I don't want the cues of these apps um, to hook me onto them. So basically, if you read the book Atomic Habits from James Clear, it's a really famous book within this whole self-improvement community. He talks about how to break and establish habits, respectively. And one of the most important things to, if you want to stick to a habit, you want to have cues in your environment that pull you towards it. So a cue is kind of like a reminder, you know, something that sparks the idea in your mind to do it, right? Like if you go onto your phone and then you see this icon, excuse me, you see this icon of this app, let's say YouTube it is, if you're a fucking binge watcher or something, or if it's Instagram or TikTok, you're scrolling all the time. The moment that you see that little icon, your brain is going to register that in your mind, and it's going to automatically give you an urge to go onto it. But if you don't see the like if your brain isn't reminded all the time that you can go onto Instagram and TikTok, it won't give you the urges to do so as much, so it's just like, obviously deleting the apps isn't going to entirely stop you from going onto them because you can re-download them if you lack willpower, for example. But it's kind of a two-part equation. Like you have the willpower, but you also have the sort of, you can set your environment up for success as well. And that's what mainly what we're focusing on in this video, because it's absolutely the fastest way to reduce your screen time. At least it was for me. Like for example, things like meditation and what else, like dopamine detox, like these habits, cold showers and stuff. Um, they build up your willpower, but they take a lot longer. And I want to specifically focus on the things that like had a drastic ROI in terms of minutes spent doing the thing and how much I saved from doing it in this video. So if you can just delete the apps from your phone or your laptop or something, you can delete Steam if you're a video gamer. You're gonna be a lot less pulled towards it, which is just common sense. And it kind of shows me that, like, if you have these apps on your phone that you know are destructive for you, that you know you shouldn't have, it kind of tells me that you don't really respect yourself. And that's how it was for me for a long time. But I just grew a fucking pair of balls and deleted them. I deleted Snapchat even though I had some social sort of attachment to it. I thought that if I deleted it, I would be seen as sort of an outcast in my school, which is, you know, partly true because a lot of kids these days, but basically all kids from like 12 to 16 or some shit use Snapchat. And I deleted that shit after having used it for 2 years, sending these streaks, fucking, um, sending some bullshit pictures to the people in my school and stuff, my friends. But yeah, I just grew a pair of balls, deleted all the apps, and it's been wonderful for me. And occasionally, if I do need to go onto them for a specific task, like I have an intention when I go onto it, I actually want to do something that I know is going to be productive. Like I want to upload this video, for example, I'll re-download it, then delete it when I'm done with the task. So that's the first one. And the second one is what I did was to disable notifications on my phone. So I went onto the settings, I clicked on notifications, I clicked disable all, so that I don't get notifications um, from any apps, really. I have allowed some people to be able to call me when they want to, because like, if, it's kind of annoying if I'm never picking up the phone to, for example, my friends or some shit, like my actual friends, not my friends from school or some shit, because they're not my friends, but like my actual brothers and stuff. if I never pick up the phone to them, or I never pick up the phone for my like parents or some shit, if they're calling me, it can be slightly it can be slightly impractical, at least in this at this stage of my life. Maybe I'm coping, we'll see. But I have like no notifications apart from phone calls from a like a few people that I've manually selected in my phone can call me and give me notifications. And even that, to be honest, like I keep my phone on airplane mode for the majority of the day, or yeah, I think the majority of the day. So, like for example, when I'm doing deep work, when I'm scripting YouTube videos or recording YouTube videos, I don't I keep airplane mode on so nobody can call me. When I read books, for example, I don't want to be interrupted, and I keep my phone on airplane mode during that time as well. For example, if I'm on the bus, I'm not going to keep my phone on airplane mode because then I'm open to people calling me because I'm not going to be very productive either way on the fucking bus, you know? So, yeah, I've disabled all the notifications. I've put on do not disturb, which is just, I think it's basically the same thing, but I just have it on as well. And I also have silent on the phone. So this little button that you can switch on the iPhone, it if you do like basically if you do have notifications of some sort, it doesn't like the ringtone doesn't come on. You know, I think it's just it vibrates. That's all, really. Um, so it's just less distracting. So I've done that as well. Disable notifications, do not disturb, and silent, and airplane mode as well if you want to, which I use quite a lot to be honest. And then the third thing that I've done is specifically on my phone and also my laptop, to be honest, is to enable grayscale on the phone. So grayscale is basically you make your phone black and white. You know, you make it so grayscale means like a scale of gray. Here's black, here's white, and the scale in between is gray, right? And basically what it does is that it makes your phone less appealing, really. Like if you go onto your phone and it's all black and white, like you can try it right now. You can go onto your phone. If you're on your phone, you can pause the video and go into settings, search for color filters, and enable grayscale, and it'll turn a lot more boring and dull and just like kind of weird. Like if you're not like when you just start doing it, when you're not adjusted to it, when you're not accustomed to the look of it, it's gonna feel a bit weird and boring, and you're probably gonna be a bit like afraid of showing other people that you're, at least if you have like if you have, no offense, but like smaller balls, then you'll be a bit more afraid to show other people that you have your phone on grayscale and stuff. But it absolutely works, man. It absolutely works. And not only does it make it less appealing, like just less dopaminergic, like when you're on TikTok, let's bro, you can, if you have TikTok on your phone, if you are struggling with doom scrolling right now, I get that. I'm not gonna flame you for it. But you can just try it. You know, you enable the grayscale filter on your phone, then you go onto TikTok and scroll. Like, just fucking, bro, it's so much less appealing. It's so much less addicting. I promise you that, bro. Come on, just fucking try it for a couple of days, and you'll get accustomed to it. You know. And I also have it on my computer. So if I'm on YouTube, for example, let's say I'm eating food and I'm watching an unedited long form talking head video like this one from, for example, Hamza or someone while I'm eating, I have it on grayscale as well, so that it's less dopaminergic. But apart from that, it also just serves as a reminder when you go onto your phone or your laptop, your computer, that you shouldn't like it. Sort of, because a lot of us, we just go into our phones by reflex. Just we just hop on it and just open it and go into apps and stuff. But when you have grayscale on, especially in the beginning when you're not really accustomed to it, it really serves as a reminder to like and tells you like, bro, like stop for a second. Should you really be doing this? I like just trust me, try it. It's actually really effective. It has been for me at least. So yeah, I have grayscale enabled, and it's done wonders for me. And then the fourth thing that I've also added to my phone specifically is a widget. So a couple of like a year ago or something, I think, or perhaps a couple of years ago, they added this thing on iPhone that basically enabled you to have a little sticker slash a widget thing on your home screen. So for example, you can choose to have a it's basically like a shortcut to something else in your on your phone. So you can have, for example, to Spotify, to a certain playlist or some shit. But I chose screen time. So I have like a little screen time widget on my phone on my home screen. So whenever I open my phone, I immediately see the screen time, which creates like of the day, which creates accountability for me because I want to keep that score low. You know, um, and it's nothing huge, obviously, but it has been quite effective for me. It serves as an sort of a accountability buddy or whatever the fuck, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that as well. You could go onto your phone and click like edit your home screen, click add widget, and do the screen time thing. And you'll probably be surprised, because if you're not really aware of how much time you're spending on your phone, you haven't checked your screen time a lot before, and you just go throughout your day and just use your phone as much as you normally do, then like you'll probably be a bit like surprised of how much time actually goes on to that. Because I'm at like an hour a day, and I'm actually trying to keep it low, but it's like I don't scroll or anything like that. So, but it is sort of a game. You do want to, you get addicted to getting the screen time lower, which is very productive, of course, which is why I have it on. Um, and then also on my computer, specifically on Chrome, I have a couple of Chrome extensions installed that they delete the feed, like the recommended feed on YouTube. So if I go onto YouTube to watch an unedited long form talking head video like this one, for example, it doesn't like a hundred different videos. They don't like when you just go onto YouTube normally on your laptop, a fuck ton of videos just pop up in the recommended field, right? You see all these motherfuckers with the gay ass thumbnails, the fucking Mr. Beast thumbnail, or like, or like some bullshit like that, because the the widely accepted formula for creating good thumbnails is to have an emotion in the thumbnail or some shit. So motherfuckers are sitting there like these dickhead finance YouTubers, the fucking they have some fucking $3-5 bills in their hand or some shit, waving it, and it's like top 5 ways to make $500 a day or some bullshit like that. Number one, affiliate marketing. Number one, sales. Number one, OnlyFans. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Those kind of the kind of videos I'm talking about. Just do that. So the normal clickbait edited content, which I don't watch anymore. But if you don't have any Chrome extensions enabled, like these kinds of videos, they'll just pop up randomly on your YouTube feed. Which, like for me, I want to have intention when I go onto YouTube and consume content. I want to know what I'm looking for. Like I want to go there for a reason. I don't just want to go there out of habit or out of reflex or out of addiction. You know, I want to go there out of intention. And having these Chrome extensions on that, number one, remove the recommended feed. Number two, remove the thumbnails as well, or like blurs them out, and so that the fucking gay ass hyper edited thumbnails don't like trigger or manipulate or fucking seduce you, because they're made to be um, like attention grabbing. But you can blur the thumbnails and just read the title like a normal human being, and with these Chrome extensions, and you can disable the view count so you don't get like um, you know because it's sort of a social, like when you see a huge view count you automatically think that the video is better, but that doesn't have to be the case. You can see a bullshit entertainment piece of content that has 17 million views and be more likely to click on it because it has 17 million views, not because it's actually going to be high quality or that the thumbnail or the title indicates that it's going to be high quality, but just because it has a lot of views, it can be more appealing. So you can also disable that.